Welcome to Language Booster TV. I'm your teacher Eric Onan. Today we are going to learn asking questions. How to ask questions in English. Normally, sometimes people make mistakes when they are asking questions. Do you know how to ask questions correctly in English? Yes. Today we are going to learn it. Subscribe to our channel Language Booster TV so that you can get more lessons about English, Kinyarwanda and Kiswahili as well. Remember to like our videos, comment where possible, ask questions, or just suggest the video that we should upload. Tell us the subject you want to learn. Tell us the lesson you want to learn so that we will upload it next time. Learning to ask questions. You're going to learn to ask questions. Yes, are you ready? Let us go. Does she know English? Does she knows English? Which one is correct? Yes. We are going to learn how to ask questions. Normally, in English, you have two kinds of questions. Number one is yes or no questions. Number two, WH questions. What are the difference between these two questions? Remember that for the verbs that are not auxiliary, when you say auxiliary verbs, they are helping verbs. We use auxiliary to do when they are not helping verbs. For the verbs that are auxiliaries, we do not need auxiliary to do. It is because they are auxiliary in their natures. They do not need another auxiliary. Great. In English, you have two kinds of questions, as I have said. What are their differences? Yes, no questions. These are questions that need yes or no answers. They are not started by question words. They include subject inversion to mean that subject comes after auxiliary verbs. On the other side, WH questions, they are started by question words like when, where, why, what, who, how, whose, how many, how often, etc. The answer for these questions depends on the question word used. For example, when the question word used is when, the answer should be time. When it is where, the answer should be place. When it is why, the answer should be reason. When it is what, the answer should be something. When it is who, the answer should be the name of a person. Great. There is an inversion of the subject too in this kind of questions. So, yes, no questions. Yes, no questions are a form of questions that can be answered by yes or no question, as I've said. In yes or no questions, for non-auxiliary verbs, we need a helping verb to do. And this verb is put in any tense of the main verb. So, if the main verb is in the past, verb to be should be in the past. If the main verb is in the present simple, verb to do should be in the present tense. And main verb should be in bare infinitive form, to mean that you take the infinitive and remove to. If it is to go, the bare infinitive is go. If it is to do, the bare infinitive is do. It is not does, it is not did, it is not whatever, it is do. If it is to eat, is eat. It is not ate, it is not eaten, it is not eats, it is not eating. It is just to eat, you remove to and write eat. So the main verb when you're asking questions should always be a bare infinitive. So use this structure, follow this table so that you can try to ask your own questions. The structure is this one. We have first of all auxiliary to do, which comes first, and the second is subject. I will say there is inversion. Subject comes after auxiliary to do, and I've said that main verb should be infinitive. And the last comes complement or just object. Let us see these examples. Does Jane drink tea in the morning? Did you come to school yesterday? Do you love me? Does your mother eat meat? Did Joseph get a job? Do students finish homework? Does car move fast? Does car move fast? Yes. You see that the main verbs are in infinitive form. You cannot add anything. If you say does Jane drinks tea in the morning is incorrect, because the tense of the verb is expressed in auxiliary. If I read auxiliary does, I imagine that it is present simple. It is not necessary to put present simple form the main verb. So if you say does Jane drinks tea in the morning, it is incorrect. It is a mistake. You cannot say did you came to school. It is just repetition of tenses. When I read did, in my mind, I understand that it is past. So come should be bare infinitive. I really know that many people do this mistake. Don't say, does your mother eat meat? It is incorrect. I know that you just, many of you make this mistake. So don't do it again. Language Booster TV, we are here for you to train you to speak English, Kinyarwanda and Kiswahili fluently. Great. What you are asking is just to subscribe. Have you subscribed? Do you love our channel? Yes. And that's another form of questions. Try to ask questions. In a comment, ask us a question. Following this structure. Ask any question about our channel. Using this structure we have learned. Great. So the following are the mistakes some people do, as I have said. So don't do this mistake again, because you have learned. On the third person means that it is she, he, and it, which can be replaced by the name of the boy, the name of the girl, or the name of the one thing. So put s or es to the main verb. Don't put s or es on the main verb. This is what I have said recently. Does Jane eat cassava? You say this one, it is correct. But don't say, does Jane eat cassava? Don't say eats cassava. When writing, don't forget to end your sentence with question mark. In writing, don't leave out question mark. This question mark indicates that the sentence in the question form. So the reader, if he or she sees there's a question mark, will understand it is a question and raise the voice up. So when speaking, don't forget to end your sentence raising your voice up. or what we call rising intonation. Questions have rising intonation. Great. These are 3 mistakes you should avoid to make again. Great. Let us go on. Yes, no questions for auxiliary verbs. For yes or no questions where verbs are auxiliaries, helping or helping verb like be, have, would, will, should, shall. We don't need auxiliary to make a question. Just invert the subject and put the bare infinitive where necessary. Follow this table. It will help you to make your own question sentences. You just try to imagine your own questions following this structure. We have verb, we have subject. Sometimes we can have bare infinitive and object. For example, is this your pen? Is this your pen? Is mother sick? Is mother sick? Will you come to school? Will you come to school? Have you come to school? Can she help you? Would you like tea? Here there is a question mark. I've forgotten it. The question mark. Would you like tea? Yes. Those are for yes or no questions. Do you know how to ask questions? You ask me questions, yes or no questions in the comment. And I've seen that those questions need yes. Is or no. Is this your pen? No, it is not my pen. Yes, it is my pen. Okay. Is your mother sick? Yes. Mother sick. But you can also say, no, my mother is not sick. Great. As you have seen, there are number 2, the question number 2, the type of questions number 2 is WH questions. As you have seen, these questions are begun with one of the question words. For the structure, we do the same for yes, no questions. There is no big difference. The difference is that these questions are started by question words. Study this table and do the same. We have question word, we have auxiliary to do, we have subject, we have bare infinitive, and at last we have object. Try to read aloud the sentences and make your own sentence. Why do you like rice? Why do you like rice? Why does Jane dislike milk? How do we cook fish? Where did your father buy these oranges? What does cows like to eat? When do we go to take lunch? Yes, those are questions which include the question words. So the answer for these questions will depend on the question word used. For example, question number 1, why do you like rice? This answer can be answered by the reason, by stating the reason why you like rice. For example, I like rice because it's delicious. I like rice because it's delicious. So, because introduces the reason. For how do we cook fish? How expresses the way or the manner. To mean that the answer will include the way and procedures we follow to cook the fish. Where did your mother buy these oranges? Well, explains his place. to mean that the answer will be the place where my father bought the oranges. For example, I can say, my father buys oranges at the market. At the market. Great. These are question WH questions. Can you do this exercise? Ask questions so that the answer will be this. For example, the sentence, I like tea. The question can be, do you like tea? Yes, I like tea. Or, what do you like? I like tea. You can construct yes, no question or WH questions. So here there are 5 sentences. Write in the comment the answers for these questions. I have 2 cows. Can use yes, no question or WH question. My sister lives in Butare. We study English. He sings beautiful song. He wrote a letter yesterday. Great. Write the answers in the comment. Thank you very much for watching our video. This is Language Booster TV, the channel which aims to teach you and train you to speak, write, listen, and read the free consecutive languages, Kinyarwanda, Kiswahili, and English. So, you are together with teacher Eric Bunani. See you next time. Bye-bye.